Hello, Year Fives. This is the reading for your Monday. If you just tuned into the maths video, you'd have spotted that my tripod decided to break. So I'm now going to have to hold my phone, which is not ideal. The tripod's fine, but the thing that holds the phone has decided to split. So I'm going to have to now awkwardly hold this. Apologies for any shaking. I'm going to have to work something out for tomorrow. But we'll carry on for today. So, your reading was Gertrude I can't pronounce her surname, if I'm honest. It's a biography with Dr Deduction. So, have a little read of the text. Apologies if it's a bit blurry, but it's like a photocopied PDF. And if I made it any bigger, it would have gone very blurry. But hopefully you can read that. So, have a little read through that, and let's have a look at the questions. So, look at the third paragraph. What do you think Gertrude was thinking? So if we go to the third paragraph, 1, 2, 3. Her achievement is even more impressive given the stormy weather she encountered along the way. By the end of her swim, she had swum an extra 14 miles as a result of strong winds that blew her off course. The waves became so hard and even some ferry crossings were suspended. She was advised to abort her attempt, but she ignored the warnings and carried on. Now, obviously you could say, oh, she felt scared, she felt tired, but the better answers would be she's felt determined because she's proving a point for all women, isn't she? She's got the entire gender of women supporting her. You know, women have failed to cross the channel. She could have easily given up, but she didn't because she wanted to fight for all women and show that women can do just exactly what men can do. So if you put a very quick, tired, scared, that's not the answer. Okay, you're looking for she was determined and she had the entire expectations of women behind her. That's why she didn't give up. So that's probably what was on her mind. Next bite one. How can you tell that people were happy she'd completed the swim? Well, when she got back, where is it? Where she got back? Here we go. Crowds flocked to greet her, cheering and screaming as she walked. So you can infer from that, oh, people were happy to see her, weren't they? Cheering and screaming, and the fact there was a big crowd there shows that people were happy she completed it. Why do you think she ignored warnings to stop? Well, again, links very close to this one. She ignored warnings to stop because she wanted to prove that women were equally as good as men. Okay, so two very similar answers there. Why did this event happen? So, you could have a couple of things here. This event happened. Again, they've all got very similar themes, these answers. The events happened because it was seen that women were not as strong and capable as men. So, this happened for one of many reasons to prove that women were equal to men. You think 1926, we had a quick look at suffragettes. Women's vote in the UK had only just sort of kicked in. Hadn't even been in 10 years yet. So it's that whole theme of women doing what men can do. Which line in the first paragraph gives you the impression it was a huge challenge? Now, it would be this here. In front of her, the steely English Channel rolled out towards the horizon. The fact that it's in front of her is like it's right in front of her. The steely English Channel. You think about steel. Well, Sheffield City. So, you've got steel is hard, strong metal. It's cold. It's like a deep grey. You imagine that being the sea. That's not something welcoming. That's not a crisp blue sea. So it's that last line that gives you the impression that it was a huge challenge. What impression does the phrase "she was wearing nothing but a bathing suit and motorcycle goggles" give you about her? That's that first bit here. Well, that would tell me that she was very much an amateur or didn't have the money to get the proper stuff. You know, motorcycle goggles are definitely not swimming goggles. And a full bathing suit, not a full swimming costume or whatever it was in the 20s, shows you that she was an amateur, and she wasn't a big sportsman. She didn't have the appropriate sports clothing, but she was a determined woman. So there you go. Those questions weren't too bad, and actually all quite similar. it can be quite hard to do inference for biographies because obviously they're factual, aren't they? But Wednesday and Friday, some more Dr Deduction, and there'll be fiction texts as well. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope my camera skills weren't too shaky on that one.